What is going on, guys, and welcome back to week 6 of the CCC. This time we have the Nashua Nidokings versus the Mossdeep Milotics. Now there's all to play for in this game. Seb's on 3 wins, Scot's on 2 wins. A win for Scot would probably bring him out of the relegation zone, or the red zone that doesn't make playoffs. A loss for Seb could put him in a really serious situation where going into week 7, he has to win. He has to win to qualify for playoffs. There's a chance he still doesn't make it. For matchup wise, I think it's 50-50. It depends. Scot has shenanigans. Seb's team plays a very specific way. He now has got the Wheezing Galar. We saw the Wheezing Galar on my team versus Scot do massive work. So it's a definite plus for Seb. But I'm expecting that Scot will definitely know what to bring this time, especially now he's got he's always had the Alakazam and the Indeedee. I imagine he's just going to drop a Psychic straight on it and I imagine kill the thing. But it's going to be a really close game, all to play for, going into week 7 after this. Let's see how it gets on. Okay, here we go. We've got, I think, what I expected from Scot. This is a... Oh, he's brought the Morgrim this time. I wonder what his plan is.
Because I don't think we've seen too much of it just yet. I think it's been about, but not a huge amount of work there. None of the Chansey Shuckle shenanigans, though, by the looks of things.
That's the first thing you look for on Scot's team. It's the first thing you look for. It's, is there a Chansey? Is there a Shuckle?
Yeah.
I don't think Chansey Shuckle was the play versus Seb, especially because we've got an Indeedee off. But there is a chance we see 3 Indeedees on the field. If he leads Ditto, or throws a Ditto in on an Indeedee, I think that would be fun. That would be really fun.
That would be not fun at all.
Okay, so looks like Seb is starting with Machamp and Electivire, 2 big hitters off the bat.
And Scot leading with his usual lead of Alakazam Indeedee to usually get priority speed control, and whatever's in the back is going to sweep. We do see a seed, so Indeedee is going to have a Spadef boost on the... Oh, he's dropping the Psych... Okay, so he hasn't gone for the Machamp, and he's packed the Psychic, probably expecting a wide guard here.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like this is a smart move because of the fact that you've got the... the wide guard, but also if he's got Protect, Machamp facing 2 Psychics is likely to use Protect or switch out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't see the Machamp sticking around here at all.
The Electivire does pose a massive threat to most of Scot's team, actually. With its coverage moves, it gets so much coverage. It's such a good mon.
Yeah.
But let's see what Seb's really having to think about this.
Yeah,
absolutely. Might be a good play here from either of them.
So we are going to see a helping hand Psychic. Is this going to be enough on the Electivire? He does read the Protect.
Yeah, absolutely. So good read from Scot there. What I will say is that special defense boost from in 1.
Big Psychic.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's massive.
I was going to say the special defense boost is going to do nothing versus those 2 because of the fact that they're both physical, but wow, didn't expect to see that.
Okay, so
Another
Comet is coming in.
Here. We don't see a Flame Orb from the Machamp, so we know it's not Guts.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Now we have seen a Follow Me from Scot this time. It looks like Scot is just playing to keep his Alakazam alive. We're going to get a double Follow Me this turn. Let's see what happens.
I don't blame him for trying to keep the Alakazam alive. It threatens so much potential damage that it's a good play.
Yeah.
And that's doing massive damage. Oh, Lord.
That's huge.
That's so big.
Oh, wow. And such
And the Deedee's built super.
Wow.
Well,
so didn't we see the expanding force this time?
We haven't seen it pop off, but you've got to remember that because the Psychic Seed has already popped, there's no item to knock off from the knockoff.
Of course.
And so you don't get the double damage that you normally do from that move.
Of course.
Seb really needs to break through this lead. He needs to see what Scot's got packing in the back.
Yeah, definitely.
And this expanding force is just gonna, I think it's gonna rip this Machamp.
Yeah.
Oh, we do see the berry. We see the berry.
Psychic berry, that's big, but
Info.
is it still going to be enough?
No.
It is. It does live. So what's it going to be throwing back?
A dynamic punch. It does land, which tells me, in fact, that must be no guard. It never misses.
Yeah.
Definitely no guard.
You wouldn't run dynamic punch the other way.
So I don't see any reason why Scott wouldn't expanding
force. There is still the chance that the wide guard can come off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get down into this sort of range as well, you could very easily see it looking to pick up a double KO. So I don't hate not going for that expanding force.
I do think that the Machamp is probably, unless Scott is happy with the Machamp being there, I feel like it's more of a bigger threat. So I'd have maybe just clicked on the Machamp and expected the Follow Me to come out. And if it didn't, then the bigger threat is out of the way.
Yeah.
The Psychic does go off.
And this is going to pick up a kill on whichever one it goes into. So bye-bye Togekiss.
And another Dynamic Punch. So Seb realizes that he needs to get that redirect out of the way. But that Indeedee has done its job.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So there we see the screens.
Yep, the screens are coming in. Will not have Prankster if we've got neutralizing gas.
Yeah, this is which there you see it popping off. So no Prankster, which does mean that the I've forgotten what it's called now. I only remember what I called it last season. The Troll.
Morgrim.
Morgrim. It is Morgrim, right? Okay. The Troll is going to be, I don't want to say useless, but it's not going to be putting out that much, right?
So he has clicked on the play rough onto the Machamp. So I imagine that's going to do enough. It's just, can it live?
Here, though.
Yeah.
So Seb's got to be worried. Although he's
well, the Psychic terrain actually allows Scott to maybe do some. Oh, well, he doesn't have Prankster, so it wouldn't matter anyway. Here we go. So we see a Protect. And Seb reads a Protect, so he's going to see the play rough coming. And what are we going to see from Weezing here?
That's the real question.
A Strange Steam.
And it connects.
And it does over half.
Ooh,
That's big damage.
It is big. At the same time, though, like through an Eviolite, it wouldn't have lived without it. So the fact that it sticks around for another move is useful. However, crucially, you can see that it was faster than the Weezing.
Yes.
So it'll get the chance to go again.
So Scott banking his edges, going into the Machamp, and understanding that if he gets this screen up, it's a really good play from Scott. It's definitely thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it secures the 3-0, sorry.
Yeah.
I think this Strange Steam will take a Troll out.
I think it'll still survive it with the light screen. Never mind.
It still goes. It still goes. So unfortunately, but it's now set up this this Cloyster in a really scary situation, because especially if it's like the way I ran Cloyster when I've previously used it is Assault Vest. I haven't used it in the CCC, but I've used it with other teams. And running it max Spadef Assault Vest is effectively the same as what Scott has just got here, where it's behind a screen and its defenses are so high. And the Psychic just OHKOs.
I don't think it matters.
No.
Wow. Huge. Really well played there.
Yeah.
So we are seeing Scott's team. Usually we don't see speed control not being used versus Scott's team. But this time I think Scott just decided just clicking the attacks worked. I don't think he'd change anything up.
Predicted Trick Room.
Potentially, yeah.
Possibly.
Because that's what Scott's done most weeks, so you have to expect that to.
We did see the Trick Room on the Alakazam there, so it's something that he could certainly look to bring, possibly in game 2, changing things up a bit.
Yeah.
But the one. Sorry.
If he sees a Holucha, then I think Trick Room's a good play.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I believe
fair.
Scott's gone with the same. In fact, he didn't bring the Cloister this time. I think he's gone Morgrim Ditto. We do see Ditto
Okay.
Choice Scarf, which is really scary. Really scary.
It's Seb though that really needs to be making the changes up here, right? Because that he just did not get any sort of momentum in that previous game whatsoever. And you've got to be saying, what do you need to do to change it? Because if you're facing another Ndidi Alakazam lead, like,
What have you got?
what
for
are you
it?
going to do,
Yeah.
right? Do you run your own Ndidi? Which I mean, that's an option. Use that Psychic Terrain with seeing as it's going up anyway. If he's
has to
running
be
the
the Holucha,
Psychic
right?
Seed on the Holucha, yeah, that's an option too.
It's a tough one, and Seb's really got to think about this. Because I'm imagining Scott might have a little bit of a scout here. I feel like he might just have a little bit of a scout with a Ditto. Maybe take the Machamp and see if it's got Wide Guard. Getting that information from Scott basically allows him to just spam Expanding Force.
Yeah. Yeah, if he knows he's got that free reign, then it's off to the races, right?
Because that Alakazam was doing over half to everything. Like, oh, it's so powerful. So powerful. So here we go. So, we have got same leads. So,
Yeah.
I'm
Sticking
wondering
with
if...
it.
I'm wondering if Scott throws in the Ditto here. Unfortunately, it's not positioned in a way that the Ditto would come in with the Alakazam. So if he wanted to check the Machamp, he'd have to swap out the Alakazam, which is a bit of a frustrating thing. But I think, is he going double Expanding Force here? Just a
Going
single
for
Expanding Force.
and Protect. I don't hate this because you know that Alakazam is your main damage dealer. However, if you're Sebastian, personally, I'd be going, okay, let's just deal with this Follow Me user right off the bat. So
Yeah.
if he can read it, then he can definitely get a foot ahead of Scott in this second game.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get rid of that redirection. So he does
There we
reveal the
go.
Wide Guard. He does reveal
That's
the
what he
Wide
wanted to
Guard.
know. Yeah.
And a Darkest Lariat. So this is going to do major damage. Seb learning from game 1.
Yeah, and definitely targeting that Ndidi, as we said. Expanding
Much better.
Force doing nothing. Yeah. This is a
So-
great start from Seb.
Here we go. So here comes the Scout. The thing is, what has Seb got as a switch in? I've got a feeling the Machamp's coming out. Which means that the Weezing can't come in. It has to be the Togekiss. And Darkest Lariat's going to do major damage on Alakazam as well. And I think... I don't remember the item, but I definitely don't think it's a Focus Sash.
Focus Sash on the Alakazam. That
Yeah.
makes sense. It's very,
Life
very
Orb, I
weak.
think.
Is it Life Orb?
Life Orb.
Oh, okay.
That would explain how it gets out so much damage.
Okay, so Scott taking the another Wide Guard.
Double
Oh,
Wide Guard.
I don't know if that was a play. I mean, we've seen that.
Well, it clearly
Wow.
was.
Oh, it was. It definitely was. I thought Scott had clicked Psychic. And another Darkest Lariat. Probably going into the...
Rinse and
Oh, it's
repeat
going into
from
the
Seb.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Big damage.
Big damage.
Ooh, there's an Earthquake here. That's good.
Yeah. That's
Seb must be
exactly the
expecting
sort
this,
of
though.
thing that Scott
You gotta think
wanted to
Seb
see.
knows. You gotta think Seb knows that's
Yeah,
happening.
but the thing is, if he goes for Wide Guard again, well,
Yeah.
again, it just does nothing.
So, will we see a Wide Guard?
And you've
We
got to
do.
remember,
Yeah.
There we go.
yeah, Wide Guard pops off, and everybody knows
EQ
that
does
Ditto is
nothing.
always running Choice Scarf. And so he's now choiced into this EQ. Seb can just continue to press Wide Guard, and it completely nullifies any of the output
dead.
from that Electivire.
Oh. I thought he was just gonna straight take it out. But no.
Okay.
which means that Scot's forced to switch out again here. And the thing is, Seb's going to know that there's going to be a switch coming.
Yeah. So Seb can get some real momentum here. So I do expect another wide guard. And then maybe a Darkest Lariat into Alakazam.
Yeah, Machop's gone. Machamp, sorry.
Very well pop,
Oh, no,
so it
it's
will
not
live
that
one.
berry.
It will live one.
We've seen that it lives one.
Oh god, it does it! It's a
Oh,
crit!
wow.
Oh, it mattered! It 100% mattered!
Oh.
That crit's huge.
Oh no! Darkest Lariat coming in.
Unfortunate.
What's
this
Onto
gonna
the
do?
Alakazam.
So
And it will kill.
And
It will
kills.
kill.
No sash.
Much better position from Seb though. He's only one Pokemon down, I believe.
He is.
Yeah, and with this DD coming in, it won't reset the terrain, so that DD's going to be losing the terrain at some point. And
Some point
especially
very
if Seb
soon, I
has,
think.
Yeah.
if Seb has a Weezing, then he can prevent the terrain from going up again. Oh, he's gone
There we
Holucha.
go.
Okay.
Halucha comes in just in at the right time to be able to get that special defense boost as well, because there's only going to be surely one more turn or something at most.
Yeah.
This follow me is a bit annoying, but if you're Seb, you can work around it.
It is, but if you see a Darkest Lariat come out of the Electivire again, it's going to be taking down the Indeedee, right?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that
Matador's
the
great
Holucha
first,
is really good versus the Chowder, but we could be seeing Holucha go down here because Cloyster's defenses are going to take anything from this Electivire. And
Yeah.
oh, he's gone the Shell Smash. Oh,
Shell Smash.
great
I believe
heavens!
it's White Herb, so he's going to keep his defenses.
So I think Matador's
there
still
it
the
is.
fastest thing on the field though.
It's the fastest thing compared to
Yeah.
anything.
Hammer Arm. Oh,
That's big
That's
damage.
huge.
that's huge. There
Will
goes the
not care
Psychic
about speed
terrain.
drop.
Which at this point he now gets to throw out
Oh,
the
oh no! Wait,
Ditto.
wait.
Yeah,
So
'cause
this
it gains
blob
all
is-
the boosts.
It's gonna gain the boost, and it's Choice Scarf,
the-
so it's gonna be faster than Matador.
Will that count? Because the
It's not-
Unburden's not technically a boost, is it?
You're right. It's not like you raise your speed. It's just an ability which is happening sort of in the background. I don't know whether it works or not. I mean, it
I
still
believe-
has a choice scarf, so it will.
I believe
still,
it does copy stat changes.
Yeah, but this isn't a stat change. I'm not sure how it works. I've never seen this sort of interaction previously.
We'll find out now. Hopefully, if we don't see a protect.
Yeah.
It's just, is Seb wary of the fact that maybe his Holucha can Oko itself in a way? You know, it's like it's packing moves. It is weak to flying, I believe. Is it? No.
It's weak to yes, flying.
Yeah. So Seb's in a difficult situation here where this opposing Holucha can actually take out his own Holucha.
So there you go, neutralizing gas, taking away the Unburden.
It wouldn't matter because it's still popped. The Chowder's faster. Oh.
Oh wow! Wow!
Oh, no.
That is absurd amounts of damage.
I mean,
And
it
we
was
were
the right
all
play
wrong
from
about
Seb
that.
to try and get the skill link away, so it doesn't hit at all. It did have a chance to miss the second one.
And that close combat is doing nothing to the Weezing.
It's now an interesting spot. The Ditto's locked into close combat and it is not doing anything at all to that Weezing.
No, we're going to see McQueen coming back out though. It will do an awful lot of damage to the Electivire. It's just a case of is the Cloyster going to be able to do enough to the Weezing to take it down? Because that Weezing at this point, one strange steam will take down this Holucha.
Easy.
I believe a heat wave will take them both down. Like, they're very low. Very low. And I think the Wheezing is going to pick up the game here.
Yeah.
We're probably going to see McQueen go down.
I could see this very much being a 1-0 with the Wheezing being the only thing left standing.
And obviously with the Wheezing still there, Cloister doesn't have its skill link ability.
Protect.
Smart protect, because you're going to know that Scott's going to be trying to go into the Electivire.
Here we go.
It's got a massive chance to not... Oh my god.
Oh, the crits.
He's still a chance that he doesn't hit all 5.
There we go, that's done.
There we have it. And it does pack the Thunderbolt.
Wow.
Great coverage move. Great versus both of these.
I believe we are now going to see this Hawlucha being the quickest thing, though, so it can still potentially pick up a kill. But it'll go down for sure to the presumably Strange Steam.
Yeah.
Or Thunderbolt.
Or a Thunderbolt. Yeah, either or. Probably the Strange Steam is better because it's stab.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's dropped 2 close combats, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Unless it misses. I mean, I think Strange Steam can miss, so the safer play there would have been Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I agree, but either way, that's the.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Wheezing like quad resists fighting, so.
So I'd be very, very interested to know if that Wheezing switching did actually take the Unburden away. The ability of Unburden from Hawlucha made it slower.
I'll be honest with you, Unburden is something that I really do not fully understand how it works. It's both a stat boost and not a stat boost at the same time, as I understand it, but I may be wrong on that fact.
Because I believe if you trick an item back on, you lose the Unburden boost.
I think so, but if you throw a Pokemon out with Unburden in the beginning that doesn't have it, then you don't get the boost. It has to physically lose the item. Yeah, it's a bizarre ability.
It's a crazy ability. So we are going to a game 3. Good rotation from Seb.
Which is what we always love.
We love a good game 3. A really good rotation from Seb here. Let's see what the plan is for Scott.
No switches.
Will he go the same?
Either side.
I think Scott's misplayed in that second game. I think the misplay from Scott in the second game was too many expanding forces.
Yes.
I think 3 turns we saw Wide Guard and we saw EQ and 2 expanding forces get blocked by it.
Yeah, I think
this is going to be mind games now.
That's what it comes down to, right? Mind games, and you're trying to read your opponent, and you think once you've seen them use Wide Guard successfully first, they're going to think, oh, well, I can't get through, I'm going to pick something else. But then on the flip side of it, Sebastian's then going, well, it's worked for me once, I'm going to do it again to stop it. And so you've got to try and make that read.
Yeah. So Seb's having a good old think about this.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
But this final game 3, it's very important for both of these players. They both are in dire need of picking up a win here.
Especially for their... it's not only they're both... I think they're both on 2 and 3. But I believe their differentials aren't brilliant either. So
exactly. That's the thing. They both desperately need to win. Seb at this point can at best get 1 point differential for the league tables, but the main thing is though getting that win. That is what's so crucial here. And we're seeing the same leads from both sides for the 3rd time running. So both determined that they've got the right start, that's for sure.
Scott does have a bit more knowledge this time around, where he knows what the Electivire is packing. He also has seen pretty much the full set from Machamp, and I don't think Seb's seen a full set yet from either of these mons. I don't think he's clicked. I don't think he's clicked Mystical Fire. This is a good read.
Yeah. Well, I think it's something Scott's been doing each time he's been going into the Electivire rather than Machamp, because that's going into the matchup is the obvious one. So yeah, Seb really coming out well from reading that, but decent damage, not 50%, but you're still happy to see it if you Seb.
Imagine if Scot had got the expanding force off there. The helping hand expanding force would have probably killed through the berry.
Possibly killed them both. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Seb's taking a massive risk here, not clicking wide guard.
Yeah, but again, it's, as we said, all about those mind games.
Scot really wants that Electivire gone. And I understand. I think that is the correct play.
Nice.
This
play
isn't
from
going.
Seb.
This is.
Ooh.
It's not going to take a psychic very well.
Is he going for the wide guard on the Machamp? I feel like that's the smart. Oh no.
We do get a follow me off, so Scot is keeping his Alakazam healthy. Matcha. Oh, this is close.
This is going to kill, surely.
Oh gosh, yeah, it goes. We do see a knockoff. So Indeedee is going to get another chance to get a follow me off.
Yeah, again, seeing that knockoff not working the first time around, you really have to think about whether it's the right play to go for next as well, but...
Right, so Scot has a chance now to try and read a protect. It's which one's going to protect. Is it going to be the Electivire or is it going to be the Machamp?
I don't hate an expanding force here.
I feel like
don't
that's
hate
risky.
a protect. I think a protect is good here for your Alakazam.
Yeah, you get that switch in easily because he's going for the switch to the Ditto. He knows obviously the set on that Electivire already, so obviously it's something that he wants in his arsenal at this point.
So we do see the Ditto. Wait, there's an opportunity here that we do see a knockoff of the Choice Scarf. So we don't see Protect, so Seb's going for doubling in.
It's a lot of damage.
Where is he gone? Yeah. So that Alakazam is gone.
Yeah,
that's massive for Seb.
That's big.
Which means that this is going to get an attack. The Machamp's going to get an attack off, and it's going to be a dynamic punch. So 100% confusion into this Electivire.
Yeah, big damage, confusion. Scot is in trouble here, quite frankly.
Now, I don't
even
think...
though we saw Seb give up the Matador.
This is a hard one. This is a hard one where he's not... Seb's going to click wide guard. There's no reason not to. Because EQ...
You know there's the Earthquake on the Electivire. You know there's the Expanding Force on the Indeedee.
So he's gone for a Darkest Lariat onto Yamcha. It does resist. So there's a good chance this Machamp lives. Because it's not the speediest thing, so you're going to be investing in HP or defenses, as well as attack.
I think its physical bulk's not too bad either.
No, its physical bulk's pretty
does
good.
read a Protect.
Protect anyway, so completely
That's
irrelevant.
bulkier.
So it does hit itself in confusion as
Oh,
well.
confused, that's damage.
And this EQ's coming out, so it's going to kill both. It would not kill both. It's going to kill the Electivire.
Yeah,
the imposter Electivire. In fact, Seb's in a perfect position here to just... I mean, he's not just like spam EQ, but I mean, he can work around the follow me because the wide guard will protect his Machamp.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I mean, the Earthquake is probably going to be more than enough to take down the Indeedee.
So I'm expecting a Weezing swap in here to hard counter the Cloyster.
Yeah, because Skill Link going away is a big hit to it.
But if that does happen, has Seb clicked wide guard? Scot needs to realise that probably the Machamp is the only thing saving Seb's team at the moment. from an impending doom of expanding force.
Although the terrain's set to go away in, I think, a turn or two.
In comes an icicle spear.
So
This is gonna
we
be
are gonna
close.
do this. Yeah.
I think.
Oh, what?
Oh, whoa!
Oh,
It's
Has
not
he-
skill link.
has he got the wrong one?
He's brought the wrong mon. He hasn't prepped skill link.
Oh.
That
Just
is a
realising that.
shame from Scott. Unless that was intentional, which I can't imagine it was.
I
No,
don't
it
know.
doesn't
There's
look
no other ability that you run on it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the moves on it: icicle spear, rocks, rock something. It's all the ones that use skill link, so it definitely was supposed to be.
It was just. I think we saw that it just got 5. It got 5 off in the first game, and that was just pure luck. So we do see Scott picking up a kill. It won't matter in terms of the loss because it'll still be a 1-0.
Yeah.
Given that the second game was the closest, but Seb picks up that win, that most important win.
Yeah, and that was an absolutely crucial game for both players there. So well done to Scott. Sorry, well done to Seb, I should say. Really well played, and it's just a shame to Scott because I do think that he had a really good shot there, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, if that skill link would have been on properly, I think we might have seen the Electivire go down. Like, it may have taken a crit. It would have been a very close roll.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But
really well played for both of them.
absolutely. And what this means is that Sebastian is now almost certainly through to playoffs. I wouldn't want to say 100%, but most likely. And Scott is now, he's going to need a really good result in his final game if he wants to make it.
Yes. It's going to be a close one. All eyes on week 7. So we'll see you all when we get to week 7. But I think we've got a couple of games before then. But yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Boy.